So we packed like we were going to the hospital for a trip, and we ended up staying in the hospital for 4 days for the induction of our child and the birth as well. Now we brought so much stuff, but honestly, I only used less than half of what I actually brought. This video is just so I want to show you what I actually ended up bringing and what I felt was useful, in hopes that if you end up going to hospital for this type of procedure or giving a birth one day to a child, you won't spend so much time trying to actually pack and just being present in the moment. So these were the things I used every single day that I was in the hospital, and I couldn't have done it without these items, so these are absolutely recommended. And here's the first one. This is a travel, I guess, pillow you'd call it. Now this was useful because I wasn't comfortable in sleeping with the pillows that they provided or the hospital provided. Not that it wasn't good, just not my style, and it was too soft for me. So with this, I can literally lie anywhere in the bed, the chair. I could be honestly right sitting on a stool, put this around my neck, and I'm good. And this lasted me every single day for 4 days, and I could have not done it without any of the sleep, without this particular item. So definitely bring a travel pillow. You absolutely need a water bottle, and I don't care if it's a cheap one, if it can only hold a particular amount of water. You absolutely need to have a water bottle. It saved me in terms of hydration. It gets quite dry in the hospital just because indoors the whole time for a long time. So you need something that's going to help you in terms of making sure that you don't get dehydrated, and that you know, give something cold if you want something cold here, or even a thermos cup if you want to drink something like a warm coffee, or even if you want some tea. So definitely bring a water bottle. It helped me so much because I know the hospital at least provides fresh or at least some filtered water. So water bottle, definitely need this. In terms of making sure my head is warm, I hate when I have a lot of or I hate when my head is rubbing off of things in terms of the couches, the material that's in the hospital, and I'm going in and out of the hospital because I go in the garage. I didn't bring everything with me, so a few times I had to go to the garage. I have a toque on me all the time, keep my head warm. Another clothing that I brought with me is a two pairs of t-shirts. Two pairs of t-shirts help me make sure that I stay fresh, that I make sure that if I sweat or if something happens, I want to feel more comfortable in terms of just feeling fresh. I brought two pairs of t-shirts. Um, Another thing that I brought with me as well was a pair of socks. Wearing Crocs and different types of wear in the hospital because I'm moving from one unit to the other. It helped me in terms of making sure that my feet aren't smelly. Unfortunately, my feet tends to sweat a lot, so I need to make sure I brought a pair of extra socks with me. So socks is key. Another thing is boxers. If you have extra boxers, might I say much about that already? I like to keep my drawers clean as much as I can. If you're there for 4 days, you want to make sure you have a couple with you to make sure everything is just clean in that area. Another pair of clothing I brought was loungers. Loungers were nice to sort of wear when I was about to go to bed, or if I'm just inside the room with the baby, with the wife. Make sure that I wear something more comfortable instead of wearing a pair of jeans. If you're there with your newborn, you just want to feel comfortable. I'm going to be talking about gear. So with gear, it's more of just making sure that you have everything you need to make sure you'll last 4 days. Don't make it too complicated. Keep it simple. You don't need to bring a gazillion types of USBs. It's just really what you need. So number one would be your phone. You're going to make sure you have your phone charger. You're going to be out at all times contacting people, communication, and making sure that you keep tabs of what's happening. So number one, you need a charger for your phone. Now with me, I bought a 30 watt USB adapter that has both a USB and a USB-C connection to it. It does help a little bit just because it makes sure that like you have compatibility Some devices I have, for example, I would say my adapter for my what do you call that? For myself, for my watch, I use USB for that, so that I can use multiple different types of adapters. So as make sure it's flexible. So yeah, so I did say talking about chargers. You also want to make sure you have some sort of battery with you. I know it's a portable battery. I have the Anchor portable battery, and it does help a lot. Just make it ensures that I have on the go if I need to have a charge. I have a 10,000 milliamp battery. I bought it on Amazon in case you guys are interested. That's another thing that I used. Other one in terms of gear is I brought two cameras. One was my Sony A6700, which where I'm filming right now. That's where I took most of my pictures with. You can use your phone as well, but don't feel like you need to bring anything heavy. But the camera definitely helps with the photos. I also brought with me my the lens as well. I brought 23 millimeter or the 1770 Tamron. It just helps with the focal lengths. It gives me more variety. Along with that, I also brought my DJI Action Pro 5, which is mostly clutch, other than my iPhone, of course, because the DJI Action Pro 5, I don't gotta worry about when calling. I just pick it up, press record, and record whatever I need to. And I bought a DJI mic just so it can isolate the sound, just for sound quality. So I bought the charge for all those devices. Really, truly, I could you could like just carry just one phone and use it for everything. But I feel if you have an action camera, if you want to make content while you're there, and as well as a some sort of other camera to take photos, it'll work well. Biggest takeaway from all this is just being the moment. When I was actually inside inside one of the OR rooms, and I was able to see my child come out, I ended up just using my iPhone to be honest, take photos. I didn't bring my super expensive gear. I used my iPhone to take photos while I held them in my arm. Honestly, guys, be present in the moment. That's probably the most best moments in your life, at least for me. Very emotional. It's just overwhelming feeling of, I don't say accomplishment, but just feeling like you're here. The child is finally out the womb and they're here, and this reality hits you that this is it. Like your child is here, and just be in the moment with your partner, with your wife, and yeah, make sure you just soak it all in because it only happens once, and it really does help that there was good staff to help us around. But generally speaking, that's everything I brought in terms of my gear, my iPhone, camera, and my DJI Action Pro 5. Keep it light and simple, and your chargers for it. I brought my laptop. Didn't need that. I didn't even know why I brought it. I was like, I'm gonna do some editing. Yeah, right. Like, who's gonna be editing when your wife's in labor? I bought some SD cards to see how much video I can kind of do an output on it. Like, nah, man. Like, you're not gonna do that. Be in the moment. Be yourself in terms of just being with your person you're with, and really cherish each and every second of it. You don't have to feel like you're gonna need to pack so many things, because the hospital honestly has majority of the things you already need. Blankets they have, warmers they have, even milk they have. One thing though that I did admire when that I was there was when they would swaddle the baby or a kid. That was actually pretty cool to learn how to do it manually. But now that if I go back to it, I would actually bring like one of those swaddlers. That's already like, it's like a 3-piece where you just swaddle the baby. I think that's pretty cool to have. But learning from scratch is actually also good, just in case you don't have that, an actual swaddle. So that's one thing I would bring if I were to bring something again. Lastly, it's just need to remember that it's really just being about what's comfortable for you. And the hospital, again, as like I said, provides more than you think. Um, Keep it simple, focus on the comfort, and yeah, and this helped. Hopefully it did. I'll make more videos like this, but I just wanted to make sure I give a bit of insight on what helped me. So if you like this video, press the like. If you like, please subscribe. Thank you for all the 4 subscribers so far. Appreciate you guys. Means a lot to me. But I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for following. Cheers.